is your plan? Why do you do it, man? I don't know why I pursue it. I don't know why I pursue it.
What is your plan and why do you do it, man? I don't know why I pursue it.
I finally decided to quit ARK official service for now.
You serious?
Before I get into this, I hope everybody's past 2 weeks has been good. If it hasn't, you know, stay strong, pull through whatever you're going through. But with the duping back on official servers, well, before they turned off the transfers, like I can't really be asked to put in extra time on ARK official servers at the moment. The reasons why I quit were like, the main thing a handful of others and me and the tribe enjoyed doing was playing for keeps. What we called it, we basically put our time we invested into the game on the line for another tribe or another player's time. You know, at first it sounds messed up, you know, but it's ARK. It's one of them games where it's you or it's them, you know. This mainly revolved around us giga fighting or trying to break a tribe through constantly trolling them. For example, we would pull up on a giga line with extra gigas uploaded just in case we lost any. Like, gigas were nothing to us. We had a ton. Keep in mind, you know, majority of our gigas were usually 97+%. And I ain't gonna lie, I had a few of them 91s, you know, but they did the job. Most people in ARK usually get like 80s or 90s for some reason, I don't know how. Waste of a giga in my opinion, but continuing on. We would risk our gigas by trying to pick off the enemy giga and without worried about losing one because we had another giga uploaded. So, you know, we'll try and get a kill, but it'll hurt them more than it hurt us because we already got backups. Meanwhile, you know, we noticed, like, you know, the enemy giga, the enemies, when they lose a giga, they would lose giga count over time. Like, their riders weren't being replaced, so we kind of caught on to that and just started, like, you know, mass raising gigas, because they usually rage quit after a while. Like, off the top of my head, 60 Gang, Wu-Tang, 517 Crew, Mandingos, Server 7, some people in Glow Gang, and us, Most Hated. We were the main tribes for the Giga Alliance for each alliance on Xbox. There's other individuals and tribes such as Yamabomb, Prime, Welshie, and this one guy from Hypo that I remember. He's in a 99 tribe. It's called Hypo something. I can't remember the name. But basically he pulled off a 1v4 against Goon Squad and it kind of caught my eye. I'll try and find that clip and put it in the video. You know, like all those people that I listed and the tribes that I named, like they won't be able to experience risking 2 weeks of their time again for another person's 2 weeks, you know. Duping prevents that from happening, and it's just, you know, it just doesn't end there, you know. You cannot really grief anymore. Well, like you can, but it feels like there's no point because they'll be able to replace everything at the end of the day with dupe structures. For example, 607 Relentless, we were target trolling them. We had a few people constantly trolling them during their breeding event. It was basic, but it cut off their like berry runs and meat runs. And they were forced to use gotchas for element because we cut off all their TPs. It was like in a situation nobody would want to be in, you know, like a back against the wall type thing. The leader of the tribe named Napalm mentioned them moving to another server, and we believed it to be server 1 after some info. We checked it out. Turned out they had like, apparently it was a few people, he said, that was duping there and storing their loot. Went up there to hit it. They had like little turrets, like 15 turrets or so up. I'll try and find the clips of that and put in. The guys checked the cave for the loot. They hit everything. And the one guy named Bleach, I think Sin Bleach, he was duping this 1 giga that he maxed out over and over that was 100% imprint. Me personally, I know that giga was probably the one he raised during the event or got Dev raised. It was one of the two. It probably was during the event, most likely. And like coming from a person that raises like 50 to 70 gigas at once to, you know, get the supply up to the point where I don't care if I lose a giga. My whole tribe knows I still care if I lose a giga, you know, at the end of the day. They still know I care. You should be in the parties when that happen. But basically, the guy, a person that doesn't raise gigas had at least a cryo fridge full of gigas. That's not really balanced because he basically put in no effort to get those gigas. And you know, when we try and do our play for keeps, like he's just gonna pull out another giga. Everybody know how the dupe war goes. Like it's really no point, you know, because we like playing the game to where like if we take something from somebody, it's gonna like it's a loss to them at the end of the day. So like that's the negative side of duping. Like he had duped squids, like anything that he couldn't raise before, he had him dupe. That's basically what he had. So you know, like ARK's basically the tribe that grinds well and grinds smart usually becomes more established, and it pays off at the end when it comes to raiding and defending. You know, like the guy that raised 1 giga, 1 squid, and dupes those 2 same dinos over and over. Meanwhile, you got guys in my tribe like me trying to pull off 50 to 80 giga batches so we can continuously throw gigas into raids or defenses. Like duping basically allowed the lazy tribes to participate in extended raid or grief sessions with no repercussions for losing an important dino as a squid, giga, or quetzal. Like we know we usually see napalm like riding on Philanosaur or something. Like what? So like really there's no point in like me feeling like playing official servers is worth anything. Like I might as well play on a ×5 or ×10 daddy instead of dealing with duping, you know. So I just decided to quit for now. Would I come back? It really depends if I would come back. It depends on how the devs handle the situation, and if new servers like with, you know, I say ×2 breeding or something is added. Plus I probably only play official again if they put in measures to properly handle duping, if any duping ever happens again. Like it really ruins the game, man. I played other games such as RuneScape or something in the past that, you know, they actually handled the duping situation pretty well, but ARK's on a whole nother level where duping can, like, it affects like so many things, such as like I don't think it would have been that bad if they did not release cryopods, and that's where the tame duping came in. Like I noticed most of the tames were duped in cryopods since it was an item dupe. I didn't notice any like upload duping or anything. It depends on how they really handle it. I've been keeping up with Complex Minded, his name said, on Twitter, trying to see how they're handling the situation and if it's worth coming back. Like in the meantime, you know, I'm just gonna be doing, you know, day-to-day life stuff. I'm definitely gonna start to be focusing on YouTube more. I downloaded a bunch of games like Elder Scrolls Online, Dead by Daylight, Black Desert, Call of Duty. Trying to get back to FPS shooters for when the new Modern Warfare dropped. I downloaded Warframe. I was going to start that, and I'll probably find, I don't know, some dedicated unofficial server. I looked through them the other day. I just couldn't find any one of them that felt comfortable. But this time I know I got a plan on how I'm gonna do videos. I'm leaning towards aiming for daily videos, summing up 1 to 2 hour progressions, but you know, I ain't gonna keep that promise because I couldn't even do the 1 week videos back then. But I believe it was mainly because I spent too much time on ARK itself in my spare time. So I'm trying to do the 1 to 2 hour progressions on those games, trimmed down into 10 to 15 minutes, you know, with the commentary or some music or something. But you know, that about wraps it up. I hope you enjoyed hearing my viewpoint on duping and how it's affected the game. Thank you for watching, and hope you have a great day. Peace.